Really insane.
Coding.
Holy shit.
That's
Oh,
fast.
shit.
Oh!
Oh,
Oh shit.
shit.
Hold up, hold up.
You already
Oh
have the
shit.
Street Fighter?
Wait.
Oh my god! I know who that is! I know who that fucking is!
Oh, what?
I knew it! I absolutely knew it! I fucking knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I knew it!
Oh my god!
I knew it!
That's what you got. Like, what the
I absolutely knew it! I knew.
This might be too good to be true. Don't trust it.
Oh shit! Fucking Avatar model.
Never.
This the new season pass?
Yes, it is. Oh shit!
No fucking way.
Get ready, fighters! A Rome himself production is coming your way.
I cannot even begin to describe how hype I am. I am so hyped that I had to turn the camera off for this one. But like you have just seen the clip before you, it is confirmed Season 2 for Street Fighter 6 is going to have Elena, Bison, and 2 other guest characters in the form of Terry Bogard and Mai Shirai Nui. To say that my mind is blown, to say that I am so flabbergasted at the even thought of having SNK characters in a Street Fighter game is an understatement, guys. I still can't even fathom what I have seen. Of course, if you were tuning in to my stream or watching it on your own, the Summer Games Festival showed us what the future of fighting games will look like. And that future is so bright, guys. But before we get to the SNK side, we need to talk about this Capcom side first. And Street Fighter 6, no surprise, the game has been just a firehouse, man. It's been such a great fighting game. It's over a year now. They've tightened things up. Capcom has added more money. Again, there's $1 million pot bonus into the new Capcom Cup, which will be taking place later on this year. The season 1 had just finished. We capped off with Akuma, who was a great character. And now we're looking forward to the future. Starting off with Bison. Bison is not the character I'd have thought we'd be getting, honestly. I thought they would have committed to his death, right? They killed him in Street Fighter V, and a lot of the story about that was, you know, it was like his final ride, right? It was like, this is it for Bison. He's officially quote unquote dead. I'm throwing up air quotes behind my monitor, but that was what we thought. So I'm actually genuinely surprised we're getting Bison. And you know what? He looks great. I like the dead look. I like the fact that he is like, you can see that his body has been like kind of decaying and rotting and everything like that. And it's almost similar to the costume he has in Street Fighter 4, which is supposed to be taken directly after he receives a Raging Demon from Akuma back at the end of Street Fighter 2. So it looks like we're getting that as his default outfit. And of course, I know some Bison heads, some Bison fanatics who are excited to play the character. It's going to be interesting to see what he does in this game, if he will pick up some moves from previous games. Next up, it's Elena, and you know, another character that I'm hyped to see. She's the first Third Strike rep in this game, so that's cool. Of course, personally, you know, I wanted Alex, but I can wait. I'll wait to season 3 until we get Alex. But yeah, Elena hasn't been in the game since Street Fighter 4, and she is popular, man. This is a character I think a lot of people usually request. When it comes to Third Strike, it's usually always between her and Makoto, and I'm praying that we do end up getting Makoto down the line, but I think Elena is really cool. And of course, the reason I'm making this video to even begin with, guys, I still can't fathom this, but yes, you see it right before your eyes. Terry Bogard and Mai are both gonna be in Street Fighter 6. This is the first time we're gonna have a SNK character in a Street Fighter game. And when you think about it, it's almost like we're long overdue, right? Like, we've had SNK characters in various other fighting games. Mai herself is no stranger to cameo appearances. She was in Dead or Alive. Her and Terry together were both in Fall Guys. Not to mention Terry being in Fighting EX Layer. Iori's in Million Arthur. Haomaru is in Soul Calibur 6. The list goes on and on, right? So we have these characters in these other games, but they have never been in Street Fighter. And at the end of the day, Street Fighter 6, you know, whether you may like the game or not, Street Fighter 6 is the most popular fighting game, the most popular modern fighting game out right now. So to have these characters being here, I think that's great. It obviously gets more eyes on them, and it gets more people to try them out and to see what us SNK heads have been trying to tell them for years. And funny enough, I was already planning to make a return to Street Fighter 6. I've been low-key working on a Ryu because I think Ryu is the character that I, would resonate with me most. And I was like, I was gonna start grinding out to try to get Master Rank. I was gonna start playing Ryu again, obviously to improve my commentary for Street Fighter as well. But now I have every reason in the world to become the best Terry Bogard and or possibly Mai, because I do be playing Mai in some of these other games. So I'm just super excited to see how they play. The possibilities are endless. I think of a character like Terry Bogard just putting you in Burnout. He's gonna have like a +10 burn knuckle. I mean, he's gonna have access to drive rush as well. Just imagine like having to deal with like drive rush and then like a crack shoot to guess again. Of course, you're gonna have Mai. Mai's gonna be ever so slippery. Capcom games, Street Fighter games in general, are usually heavy on the zoning, and Mai has always been just a solid character when it comes to zoning. She's had great buttons. If you played CVS 2, which we'll talk about very shortly, but if you played CVS 2, you can see Mai in that game. Also, she's like heavy on the zoning. She's got some great buttons in there as well, even though she's like not as top tier as one would want her to be. But speaking of CVS, Capcom versus SNK to be exact, the main reason I wanted to make this video is not really just to react to these new characters, but to also think of the possibility of SNK and Capcom making that sought-after fighting game that people have been asking for since the last version of it, which was 2001. Capcom versus SNK 3 seems more like a reality these days. It's something that we might actually get. We might not have to make these false images and like Mugen edits and all this stuff that people have done over the years to satiate their need. Looks like we might actually be getting a game like that. And one of the biggest hints that it's possible, years ago, EVO 2022 to be exact, Capcom and SNK had their various artists draw these different pictures, 2 different pictures, but very similar, of the SNK characters drawn in a Capcom style and then the Capcom characters drawn in an SNK style. And I remember putting the dots together even as far as back then. I'm like, these artworks have to mean something. I'm like, there's no way this is just like, oh, we're just friends with each other. Let's just make these, let's just have, Ogura and Shikiro draw these out. Like, nah, there has to be more to this. This can't just be it. Not to mention the SNK match out of the Millennium. I believe Capcom was able to greenlight that, pretty much allowing it to be sold, and it, does have their characters. So there's just been things like that. Obviously, just in general, a lot of fighting game developers, they've been doing those roundtables during like the pandemic era. So it seems like Capcom and SNK, it looks like the relationship is almost completely formed. Of course, Capcom versus SNK 3 is not guaranteed yet, but I am saying there is no way that is not a thought on the table. And of course, I will be there day one. I will be the guy. I'll go get the physical copy, the digital copy, Xbox, PS5. I'll get every single copy in the world. I will grab that game. But for now, at least we have this season 2 to look at. And as you can see, they have the dates for all the characters that are going to be spread out and when they're going to be accessible for us to play. Oof, I got to come down, guys. But let me know in the comments, how do you guys feel about this announcement? What are you looking forward to? Do you think Capcom vs. SNK 3 is on the horizon? Do you think that we will be having much more news and possibly even a Street Fighter guest character in City of the Wolves? You can't also roll that one out. So please let me know what you guys think. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That's going to be it for this video, but I'm going to have another video coming out to you very shortly, hopefully within the next hour or so. But thank you guys. I'm Rome himself. You've been great, and I'll see you next time.
That's all for now, fighters. But if you've enjoyed what you've seen, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to follow Rome's social media pages down below. Take care, see you next time, and most importantly, thank you for watching.